Yeah, the trailers, they don't stop because it's 187 on an undercover cop. How's everybody doing? I'm back with another trailer review again because I just do X-Men Apocalypse like fucking yesterday. Jesus. This one though is for Independence Day Resurgence. And I thought it was kind of funny because I just recently read up about the Godzilla sequel and I could have swore that one had the title Resurgence also. So I don't know. Maybe they're hoping that no one will notice that by the time Godzilla will come out. I'm a little interested in this sequel though because it's kind of fun. It kind of looks like better than I thought it would. I didn't even know why they would ever come up with a sequel in the first place. The first movie didn't even need a sequel, but it looks better than I would kind of initially thought it would. So I guess that's a case of like low expectations and whatnot. But let's get into this. The synopsis of the film said that all the nations in the world kind of united and became one and whatnot. And I wonder if this is like, because you'll see a little bit later on of some stuff that kind of makes me think that maybe that the armies, all the nations' armies, kind of became one unit too.
We found something out here. Something only you...
I don't know what I initially thought those were alien skulls. I don't know what the hell those are. They might be, I don't know. They don't look like any animal I've seen before. Or they might be designed or something. But this, I think, is in Africa because one of the guards is wearing something that looks like something an African soldier would wear. And you'll see it a little bit.
You might understand.
Oh my God.
Life has found a way. And I can't look at this guy without thinking Ian Malcolm, but right now he's actually once again playing David Levinson from the first film. And the reason I say about the African guards is because the guards are black and they have, and the guards in the back behind that guy is black as well. They're both wearing berets. All three of them are wearing berets. And I'm kind of sure this is in some sort of African country. So I don't know. It's kind of good to see Jeff Goldblum back. I give them props for not rehashing the same alien designs, this alien ship designs, because in the first teaser poster for this movie, they showed the round ship and it was shooting a blast to Earth, and I was like, oh, they're just rehashing the same shit again. But apparently, this ship looks a lot different from the round circular ships that you see in the first movie. So, I mean, and it kind of looks cool. It kind of has a Transformers look to it. But there are some details that kind of scream the old movie, like you see the little lights all over it and stuff. So I don't know who this woman is in front of him. I highly doubt that's his David Levinson's ex-wife. If you remember in the first movie, he had an ex-wife, and and then they got back together by the end of the movie. I don't know if this is the same woman or the same actress. I don't know if the actress is even back. There's quite a few actors in this movie who actually never returned for this film, so I don't know. And a few noticeable ones, and one of which I don't understand at all.
I spent 20 years trying to get us ready for this.
Now, I don't know who... I know this is Liam Hemsworth, but I don't know who he's playing, but he seems to be a pilot of some sort, or maybe an astronaut. A scene later on in the movie kind of suggests this, but I don't know his character's name. I know very little about this movie. Like, other than the actors' names, I know very little about this movie. But it looks like they're in that building that they're in looks like Area 51, which is because it kind of has the same corridor like it did in the first movie. So I don't know. Maybe they're in Area 51. Maybe they renamed it to something. Maybe it's the same building, but they renamed it or something. But it does look like the very same corridor from the first film, when the president and Brent Spiner kind of walked through there with Adam Baldwin, who's doing whatever now.
We used their tech.
Now he's going to say here that we use their technology to strengthen our planet. If you look, the fighter jets actually look really cool and really futuristic almost. I don't know much about fighter jets, but they don't look like any fighter jets I've ever seen. So I guess that's part of the strengthening, part of them using the technology for their own ships and stuff. And also you see that turret in the background. That's actually has the green glowing stuff in it. So I'm assuming the firepower that shoots out of that is probably the alien firepower from the first movie. That green kind of goop or whatever the hell that is. I think this logically makes sense. I mean, after the first movie, all the alien ships were destroyed, and they were all over the world, and they were just laying around. So I imagine that a bunch of scientists and weapon engineers kind of, just salvaged what they could and made their own kind of weapons out of it. So this is kind of a logical thing for them to do. I don't want to sound like Spock, but I mean that's just the truth.
Technology to strengthen our planet. But it won't be enough.
I like this little callback to the first movie, the shadow of the alien ship going over the moon, and it kind of there's a lot of nostalgia moments in this movie, and there's one coming up later on, but I just like it just kind of brings you back to the very first movie, the very beginning of the movie when the ship first appears. And
I see them.
now I don't know who these guys are, but they have, I think it says RSI or RSO or RS or PSO or something like that. But I don't know what that logo means. But I thought these were the guys that were connected to an army unit or something like I said, the United Nations kind of banded together and they all one united planet. United has a planet. So I thought that their armies kind of pulled together also in the one big army as well. This looks like a government facility or a facility of some sort, and these guys are just kind of scanning the area for an alien. But you know how that's going to turn out. And this is part of Jeff Goldblum's speech here about we use their technology to strengthen our planet. And this shows, I mean, you get this guy with this gun who looking straight out of Doom and shit. So, and it's a gun with the same kind of green stuff on it, green stuff in it, and so I guess it shoots that same kind of. I can't wait to see one of these guys fire one of these damn things. That would look really, really cool on screen.
In my dreams. They're coming back.
At first, I thought this guy was Bill Murray, because if you look at him, he looks exactly like Bill Murray with the beard on. But that's Bill Pullman, another Bill. He did say something about he sees them in their dreams and he knows they're coming back. This could be connected to the first movie. In the first movie, one of the aliens uses a telepathic attack to kind of mess with the president's mind. And the president, he saw all the aliens' tactical plans. He's like, oh, they're gonna, wipe us out. They're like locusts. They go from one planet to the next, and he knows all. So he knew what was going to happen. So I wonder if that moment in the first movie had any lasting effects on his mind, and maybe because there was a rumor that Brent Spiner was coming back, but everyone thought, well, wait, he's dead, isn't he? And someone said, well, there's a thing in the script that was cut out of the movie that stated that he was actually sent into a coma, so he's not actually dead. He was in a coma. I don't know if that's still going to be the case, if Brent Spiner is coming back or not. But actually, I heard he is coming back, so that'd be kind of cool to see Data in action one more time. But yeah, I think that whole scene in the first movie kind of carries over into this movie where he's actually seeing, he actually has this kind of, Star Trek First Contact, connection to like Picard has a connection to the Borg. He has a connection to the aliens in some way. It's good to see Judd Hirsch back in this movie, not acting like a stereotypical Jewish guy. I swear his character in the first movie was so stereotypically Jewish, it was sad. He's on a boat. He actually plays the father of Jeff Goldblum's character. I kind of get this, looking at this character and then seeing Jeff Goldblum and then Bill Pullman, and there's another character you'll see later on I'll bring up in a minute. I kind of get this feeling like it's kind of the Tron Legacy thing all over again. Where you see Tron Legacy and you're like, holy shit, I can't believe Jeff Bridges and Bruce Boxleger kind of lived long enough to make this movie, So I can't believe Judd Hirsch and Jeff Goldblum lived long enough to, come back as father and son, and you got Bill Pullman and others, So it's cool to see this movie get a sequel, even though I didn't think it needed a sequel. But if they're gonna do I always say, if you're gonna do a sequel for a movie that doesn't need a sequel, at least make it fun and make it cool and make it good. Don't make it dog shit. You know what I mean? So it looks like they're actually putting their best foot forward with this movie. Story wise, they are. So we'll see how the rest of it goes when the movie comes out.
Once again, be fighting for our freedom.
And here's another nostalgia bomb going right here. The ships coming through the clouds and fire and stuff like that. But this doesn't look like clouds and just like a round shape of cloud and fire. This looks more like the shape of the ship we saw earlier. So it's like a different shape of clouds and stuff. So I applaud them for actually changing the design of the ships, 20 years later, rather than rehashing the same shit. One thing I want to point out before we continue is that I love this little background speech that you hear. It's actually Bill Pullman's speech from the first movie when he was giving a speech before they flew off and just fight the alien ships. In a way, I want it to be like a sort of a taunt by the aliens at one point. Like one point in the movie, as the humans are getting ready to fight, the aliens kind of hack into their radio equipment and play this shit to taunt them. Like, yeah, you think this shit's gonna happen the second time? Fuck you, it ain't going down like that, bro. So I kind of like that bit of nostalgia as well to the first movie.
Not from tears.
And then you got this actor again. I don't know this dude's name, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know too much about the actors in this movie. But he apparently there was a thing that said Dylan was gonna come back. He was a little kid in the first movie, and now he's in this movie. This character, and it makes me wonder what happened to Will Smith's character in this movie. So is he dead? Is he back? Is he alive? What is he not? He's just not there. Is he hanging out with Spider-Man and Luke Skywalker right now? Just like, hey, so when do we come out? I'm coming out in like December 18th. He's coming out in May 6th. I don't know about you, bro. So I don't know. But he apparently is a pilot in this movie as well. So like if you can kind of see him like later on in the trailer. And you'll see someone else connected to this character in a minute. I was kind of shocked to see I was kind of shocked to see the actor I'm talking about as well.
Impression of first execution.
Now, this is what I was talking about the alien. This might be connected to a little scene that's coming up later on. And you see he's kind of firing something. I think that's either a weapon or some sort of beacon. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a weapon of some sort that they're firing at whatever the hell that is. Probably an alien ship or something. Maybe this time they're gonna do a little more than just upload a virus into the alien systems. So hopefully they're gonna put a little more effort into the story on that one. And then you got, damn, holy shit, does he look old? And I'm not saying old like, oh god, he looks old, but he looks really like fucked up. Like he's just at the end of his rope. I feel like he just put that suit on just because he knows he's gonna die. So I don't know. He's kind of going through his Spock Wrath of Khan moment. So he's he just looks like he's been through shit, man. Now this is kind of a curious thing because this actress is actually, I think, playing his daughter from the first movie, which I found weird because the girl that played the daughter in the first movie was Mae Whitman, and Mae Whitman is still kind of acting and still kind of active in Hollywood and stuff like that. So, in fact, the most recent thing I saw her in was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. She played Roxy Richter, and she was in some other things too. I don't remember her full filmography. I'm just going by what I saw her in. And I kind of wonder, like, why they recasted her in the first place. I'm sure if they said, hey, you want to be a part of Independence Day Resurgence, she would have said, yeah, sure, why not? But I can say they recasted her entirely, so I don't know. That's kind of that's kind of shady. That's some shady shit. This is totally, like, straight out of the 2014 Godzilla movie / like, the Wrath of Khan. Ship out of danger. Live long and prosper. I don't know why I sound like Batman when I did that, but whatever. Now, I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, is he freezing himself or is he dying? What the hell is he doing here? So I don't know. Is it liquid nitrogen? Is he gonna be like the fucking T-1000 in Terminator 2 and pull his leg off or some shit? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of strange. I mean, I get the feeling he might die in this movie. I mean, and this guy has been through some shit. I mean, if you remember in the first movie, he lost his wife. So, you know, he's been getting held from the press, and then he lost his wife and whatnot. And I mean, that's some rough shit to be put on a dude, you know. And he's got all these visions of aliens in his head. This guy's been through shit. So.
Should we win the day?
I like that, and this is what I was talking about the alien technology. You look at the turbines on the side of that jet. I mean, that shit looks like something straight out of the Guardians of the Galaxy or something. I expect Rocket Raccoon to be flying that shit. I'm just saying. So I mean, I do like the design of these jets though, and they do a little more than just fly around on the ground level, as you'll see later on. This scene kind of bugs the hell out of me because it looks like a spoiler of some sort. Because it looks like this ship is covered in smoke and fire, and it looks like it's crashing. So I'm kind of wondering, like, what the hell? Like, why is that ship covered in fire? Like, why are they showing that? Are you pulling a Batman v Superman Doomsday thing on us? But it looks like it could be one of those things where it's like, all right, the ships get ready, they shoot it down with their first salvo, and they give it all they got, and then boom, they take it down. But then there's another one, and there's a whole shitload more. I pray to God this isn't the main ship, and they're like, this is the end of the movie or whatever. I hope they're learning from WB's mistakes with Batman v Superman and Terminator Genesis. So. Now these two are Jeff Goldblum and Liam Hemsworth, and they're running away from, I think, blasts or something, or falling rocks. I don't know what the hell they're running from. I think they're gonna do a lot more than plant a fucking man-made virus into advanced alien technology. So, I mean, it kind of has an Armageddon kind of feel. And don't worry, I know that movie sucks. Trust me, I know too. It kind of has an Armageddon feel. This part of the trailer, like all the scenes in the trailer that feature this particular scene, it kind of has an Armageddon feel with Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis running through the shit. And you see, I'm gonna assume Jeff Goldblum grabs the leg. I'm pretty sure Jeff Goldblum dies in this movie. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna throw it out here now. I think Jeff Goldblum is the one that eats it. I think Jeff Goldblum and Bill Pullman are gonna die in this movie, no doubt. And this looks like it's part of that scene from earlier with the soldiers getting snatched away and shit. I really hope they show the aliens this time around in the movie and kind of get rid of all the goofiness of the first movie. Like, I will put a link in the description for an Opie and Anthony a sort of review, if you will, of Independence Day. And they do talk about some of the stuff, the inconsistencies and plot holes in the movie. And it'll make you look at the first movie in a different way. Although I look at it as just big, dumb fun, but the way they talk about it is hilarious as hell. So I'll put that down in the description for you guys to check that out. And right there, he looks like he's about to say the line that's been said 1,000,000 times in the first movie. My God. So, but you know, he looks scared shitless. Ian Malcolm is scared. Someone give him a hug. So I wonder who this actress is. I wonder if she's like the lady president. Apparently there's a female president in this movie, if I remember correctly. And I think this is her right here. And I think these probably, and they look like they're going to be shooting at something in a minute. So I wonder if they're shooting at aliens of some sort, or maybe they're shooting at something else entirely. I have no idea. When you see Independence Day and you see that green light kind of shine, you know aliens are in there and you know shit's going down. So, I mean, last time we seen that green light, the White House was fucking destroyed. So you can imagine, you know, that when you see green lights, shit's going down. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is the other character. This is probably the most likely the fourth and final character to return from this movie, for this movie. This is Vivica A. Fox playing Jasmine. And she, in the first movie, she was a stripper. They set this up in the first movie a little bit where she was kind of nursing and tending to the president's wife's wounds and whatnot. So I kind of feel like they were semi-setting that up for this. Not setting up for this movie, but I feel like now looking back on it, it kind of ties together now that she's kind of a nurse rather than a stripper or exotic dancer, as she says. And I kind of wonder if this is her waving to her son, maybe. I don't know, because it's not Will Smith's character. I'm pretty sure Will Smith's character doesn't even show up in this movie. So again, he may or may not be in that bunker with Luke Skywalker and Spider-Man right now. So I don't know. But I mean, you could tell she just looks like she looks saddened by whatever the hell she's waving at. So this looks straight up Star Wars. And also, this is what I was talking about with the alien technology. Now they're using the alien tech to actually fly these jets into outer space now. So now this looks like it would make for a very cool space battle, but it does look a little Star Wars-ish to me. So I'm not just talking about The Force Awakens, like this whole shot of the alien ships kind of flying into frame, flying into the windshield almost. It kind of feels like Return of the Jedi almost. A little bit Return of the Jedi action in this. Yeah, if you look closely at that ship, that looks different from the fighter jet that we see, the fighter jets. So I'm assuming this is the alien ship, and it looks a lot different than the ships we see earlier on. This looks like it could be a really good movie or a really cheesy, shitty movie all over again. And the first movie was fine for its cheesy moments because it was just a cheesy movie and it was still kind of fun. But this, I don't want it to be cheesy and stupid at the same time, you know what I mean? So this looks like it could be one of those kind of cheesy but fun movies, hopefully. It's nice to see Eric Sachs pop up again in this movie, right out of his Ninja Turtles fame. That's William Fichtner. Again, I don't know I know the actors, but I don't know who's playing some of the characters, the new characters. So I don't know. I have no idea who he's playing. He could be a good guy. He could be a douche. I have no clue. But I do see Bill Pullman behind him. So I don't know. This could be leading up to that scene that we see earlier in the trailer. This is why I say Jeff Goldblum's gonna bite it, because this looks like he's gonna let go and fall to his death. I can smell it. I can smell it. He's gonna let go and fall to his death. Yeah, I don't know who that actress is. She does look familiar, so I don't know. It looks familiar, but it does remind me of the scene in Godzilla where Godzilla first appears on that bridge, and then the kids all freak out. All the little badass kids are like screaming and hollering until they hear that Godzilla roar, and they're like all quiet. So I don't know who this actress is, but she again does look very, very oddly familiar. When I edit this, I might subtitle some of the actor names and character names in this. So for now I don't know who this is, but she does look familiar to me. And there's Liam Hemsworth with his girlfriend, because of course you can't have Liam Hemsworth without a girlfriend. Why? Why not? I thought that was Kate Mara at first, but it looks like it might be someone different. I have no idea who that is. And that's what I was talking about when the United Nations kind of forming one army. You see the African soldier there, you see a couple other soldiers there. I say African because he's wearing a beret. Usually in footage in Africa, you usually see African soldiers wear berets and wear kind of what he's wearing now. He's got the machetes on his back. This guy, oh shit. This guy is gonna be probably the most badass character in the movie. Probably not, but he's got 2 machetes strapped to his fucking back. So what do you expect him to do? Just sit there and be a background dude? Hell no. But the other characters, I mean, they might be. It does look like it's gonna be a united army almost in a way. That's what I wanted to say, a united army. And they're kind of firing, and this is what I was talking about before about the guns firing the green. Alien firepower, and because it looks exactly like the firepower from the first movie. So I don't know who these two are. I could be wrong, but I have no idea who these two are. I'm kind of at a loss right now. But they're holding hands almost, so I don't know. Could be Jeff Goldblum and his wife. I don't know who the hell it is. I'm lost on that one.
That is definitely bigger than the last one.
Ha
I do like the fact that they actually put effort into the design of this ship and made it look a little different than it did the first time around, rather than not rehashing the first one. And I do like that line though. That is definitely bigger than the last time. I do like the design of that ship. It kind of feels more alien now, rather than just a round circle just hovering over cities and shit. But this does definitely feel like a bigger movie and it could be a better movie. Who knows? But hopefully Roland Emmerich kind of brings his best storytelling wise, but I hope he doesn't just kind of cheese it up, and hopefully there will not be too many plot holes in this movie like the last movie had. But again, the cheese factor and the fun factor kind of made me see past the plot holes. So I guess it wouldn't matter to me too much, I guess. All right, so that's the trailer for Independence Day Resurgence. I have not much to say about this. I think this movie has this trailer has a lot of nostalgia to the first movie. I did enjoy the first movie, so I guess that's okay with me. It does look like it could be a bigger and better movie. I do like the fact that they're actually doing space battles now, so that kind of feels cool. Maybe it's the Star Wars fan in me and Star Trek fan in me that wants to see space battles. So I just think that the whole movie looks like it's going to be could be a step up from the first movie. And again, I do feel like this movie does feel unnecessary. Like, it didn't need to happen. You didn't need a sequel to the first movie. But if they did do a follow-up to the first movie, I would love to see something done like this. And they do logical shit, like, use the alien technology. Because I was thinking, like, well, what if they did use the alien technology, And I do like some of the callbacks, like, the president's speech in the first movie, the shadow over the moon, and the ship's under the blanket of fire and clouds and stuff. So this movie looks like it could be a pretty decent flick for next year. But what did you guys think about this trailer? I want to know what you guys thought. So just leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. I am gonna edit this video and try to put the characters' names and some of the actors' names who I didn't mention, and who I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know, I don't know the names of the new characters in this movie, and I don't know some of the names of some of the new actors in this movie. So I will do that definitely to kind of help you guys out, figure out who these actors are and who the characters are. I am gonna go now, and until next time,
Elvis has left the building.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh.